Okay, hi guys and welcome back. Today I thought I'd do another scrapbook layout, or at least I'm gonna do the background paper for a scrapbook layout. And I have this photo of my granddad and his brother. They're about, I think my granddad is about 83 here. He lived to be 95, so still going strong. And I love this photo. I think it's super specific to them. And this is them eating some berries with fruit, with cream at my aunt's house. And as you can see, there's a lot of pine in this picture. It's an old photo. But I want to do a sort of mixed media background to frame this picture in. And for that I have this 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. It has a bit of a texture on one side, which I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna use the smooth side. And I picked out some stamping pads of different kinds. I have some embossing powders. I have some stamps. Homemade and bought, all different kinds that I thought I'd use for this. And I picked the colors according to the pictures in the colors in the picture. So I'm just gonna get started and start stamping. I think I need a pad or a block for this. And this is Color, which is a pigment ink in burgundy. That I'm using. Get some baby wipes. Oh, they got them dry. And this one, and I'm using this is just a piece of packaging that I use for when I don't want to stamp full stamps, but I want something to put the stamp on. So, and this is a bit of a new pad. I got some pads on a sale. So far so good. And I'm just putting the ones I've used. I might go back to them, but so far I'm just putting the ones I've used to the side. And this is a pad I got from AliExpress, I think, which is an ombre pad of pigment ink. And this is a stamp I made from vinyl. No, linoleum, I'm sorry. It's a linoleum stamp. I think I want this one. Get some more red in it. And this is Pearlescent Poppy, Brilliance Dewdrop. so it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. And as you can see, I'm cleaning my stamps off as I go. And let's see this one. Braid up. Clean it off. Next stamp. Maybe some grays. And in a minute we're gonna take the picture back and just look at it, see if the color values are good. Something like that. And let's see, we have some paint splatter thingies that I think I want in this chestnut roan. Pick up pine colors. No, sorry, this is toffee. And it's a color box cat eye. Like that. And I think I'll take this splatter and do it in a chestnut roan, also a color box cat eye. So something like that. Okay, take this in, and you see the colors are coming together quite nicely, but I'm gonna add more to this, of course, as I tend to do. So I'm gonna go in with black, just to accent. And I think I want this one in black. Like so. And I think I want this one in black. Like that. Do I want some more black? Yes, I think I do. Just these little dots. And there's really not any rhyme or reason on how I'm deciding where to put down the stamp, except for I think it would look good there. So I'm just filling the space out, so to speak. Okay, now we're gonna take the photo back. Yeah, I like it. Of course there's gonna be more to this layout than this, but it's getting there. Now, so I'm gonna now dry it, so heat gun. And now I'm gonna actually do some powdering over this whole thing. And this is a powder tool I made myself. And this is just a piece of stretchy cotton. And in it I have baby powder or talcum powder. I use talcum powder, pure talcum powder. And this I'm doing so when I do the embossing, it doesn't matter super much. And I tend to forget to use this, but if I didn't get everything super dry, and if there's a lot of static on this paper, the embossing powder doesn't stick to anything else. Excuse me. Cheers. Okay, so to the embossing, I'm thinking I might like some swirls and stuff. So let's see, get my binder out to see what I have. My binder's getting kind of full. Some cool swirls. This one might be nice. This one might be nice. This one. This one too, I think, and this one. Let's see, do I want some here? This one could be cool. This one. Like so. Okay. So I'm gonna choose, I have some copper here also to go with the colors. I have some chocolate brown and I have some aged in copper, silver and gold. So I'm gonna start off with the copper one and just stamp different stamps with my Versamark. Just getting some marks a bit here and there. And for this I'm not cleaning them off in between, since I think I'm gonna use them more than once. And I'm just more or less stamping them twice and hoping I don't overlap too much, because I can't see where I've stamped. Okay, get one of my coffee filters ready. And I have to say, I don't do embossing too often because it's a bit messy. But I really like the effects of it. So, okay. Let's start this off. And I'm just generously sprinkling this. Especially on the sides. And just going over it a couple of times. Like so. And then heat gun. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in now, a quickie. Just so you can see, this is my favorite part of heat embossing. Let's see if I can move this. To see how the embossing powder changes when it melts. So you see this now. Oh, sorry. Like that. I think that's so cool. Okay, zoom you out again. Like so. Okay. So we got that layer done. And I'm actually gonna get I have a big paintbrush that I use to just brush off my desk and stuff. When I have like glitter and stuff like that. And embossing powder. So I'm just gonna clean it off. Okay, let's check the picture again. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm liking it. Okay, do we need some more copper? I think we do. So I'm gonna go in, just clean off my little thingamabob and back of my stamp so it's actually sticky. Got a lot of powder on it. And I'm once again going in with my powder tool to make sure I don't get embossing powder wherever I don't want it. I want some more of these swirls too. So like that. Now I'm closing up my Versamark because otherwise I get powder all over it. It happened before. Okay. We go. And I have to say, this is one of the first embossing powders I ever bought. It's probably about, I don't know, 25 years old or something. It's really, really old. Still works like a charm, and it's very fine, which I like. Picks up details nicely. So okay, after this I'm done with the copper, so I'm gonna pour it back. Like so. And just give everything a shake. Like so. Brush off my desk. Because this just goes everywhere. Especially this fine embossing powder. Okay. So once again, heat gun. Okay, I'm just gonna check so I didn't forget any spots to heat up. I have done that too. Okay, cool. And as you can see, since I had powder, it's sticking to the back of this. Take the photo in. Looking good. And I don't know now if I actually want some more brown on it. So I think I'm gonna skip the chocolate one and go in with some chunky enamel. That works a bit differently than the fine enamel powders, or finer. This is more like a UT type. So I'm gonna go with one of my kid stamps. Like so. Get another coffee filter. Then I'm just gonna sprinkle some of it. On the page. And for this one, I'm going in with my heat gun, of course. But I'm starting underneath. So as you can see, since these pieces are a lot chunkier than ordinary enamel powder, the embossing pad, sticky stuff, doesn't catch as much of it. And if you do not heat it from underneath first, it will just blow away the powder. So you need to get it to start sticking first. So like that. Get the most part of this back into this. And pour it back. Okay, once again, clean up the desk. First of all, I don't spread it anymore, but also don't contaminate any other powders I put back in the jar if I spill something or something. Okay, so we have this, which I kind of like. Still pieces coming off of it. Let's do a quick brush on this too. I'm liking it. I'm liking the color combinations. I'm liking the bit of like metallics. Now my question is, do I want some more copper? Or maybe some... This almost becomes like a platinum style. Or am I good with this? I might actually be good with this. But there is something I do want to do with this. I'm just going to remove a bit of my ink pads and stuff so they're not in the way. Sorry if you see my head. Like so. And that is ink up the edges. So, or do I want to paint the edges? Just go in there with maybe some black paint. I could do that. I have this one handily just sitting on my desk beside me. So why not? This is a hobby color, but it's a shiny hobby color that I got from Panduro pretty long time ago. I think they still sell it though. And here you get a bit of the resist effect that embossing powders can do. So if I'm just continuously wiping on it, on the paint while I'm putting it on, it doesn't stick to the embossing since it's, oh, how do you call that? Non-porous. Some more paint. And this I just changed it into a this type of bottle. It was in a jar, and I don't like jar that don't have like pouring spouts. Okay. Now I'm just going in and blurring the edges, since I don't want them like harsh lines. Getting a little bit of paint and almost dry brushing the paper with my finger. Like so. I'm actually pretty happy with this. So without getting paint on my photograph, I like this. This I will frame in black, just to make it pop a bit more. But this is what I've got planned for this video. In the next one, probably, I will finish this layout. So you get to see the finished page. Sorry. So that's it. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.